Hello. I'm not pregnant anymore. I had little Alexander James on the 19th of November. I wasn't meant to be due until the 24th, but so he was a week early. Labour story, I'm guessing you're all itching to hear about it. It was quite quick, 4 hours all up from the first contraction. I'm gonna count that as. But about 1:30, I'm just gonna give you the short version. I'm not going to make it too long, but about 1:30 my waters broke. Then probably about 4:30, 3 o'clock, around between 3 o'clock, 4:30, I can't really remember, roughly was when I had my first real contraction, and they just kept getting more and more intense. I was having a couple beforehand after my waters broke, but they were really irregular, not that bad. What else? I'm trying to think. It was 4 days ago, so I should remember this. I called my midwife when things started to happen, and we had decided to meet at the hospital about 9 o'clock that morning. And so I got off the phone, and she had told me to try and rest a bit, shower, have a cup of tea, walk around. I tried all that and I just couldn't get comfortable. Then about 3 o'clock, 4:30, between then, I had my first real contraction. And then about 5, we had to call a friend to come and pick Ethan up to take him. She had him for 2 hours, and then he just went to his grandparents for the rest of the day. I called. Sorry it's so scrambled, I'm so tired, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. Around then we jumped in the car. It was about 5:30. We got to the hospital about 6:15. On the way to the hospital, I called my mum and told her we had to go. She had to come to the hospital right then and there. I basically, had called my midwife before we left and said, look, I'm not going to make it to 9 o'clock. We're leaving now. This baby's coming now. So then we jumped in the car, got to the hospital, and my mum got there probably about 6:30. About 7 o'clock I jumped in the shower. As soon as I got to the hospital, I got to my room, and I jumped on the gym ball for a while, bounced around, rolled around, leaned into Dave, my husband, every time I had a contraction. About 7 o'clock I jumped into the shower. Mum sprayed warm water on my back, which was really good, really helpful. Then, meanwhile, I said, I really want to try the bath. So I got into the bath after that, and I stayed in there for about half an hour. I've lost track of time from then on because things slowed down when I got into this bath. And and that's why I got out. So, I got out, and probably about 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8 o'clock I was walking around, and my contractions were on top of each other, like they were really, really bad. I had no pain relief whatsoever. I was screaming, I was grunting, I was just beside myself. I tried to lean over the gym ball, like I knelt down, I leaned over the gym ball like that, and rocked. That didn't help. I leaned against the bed on my knees, same position again. That didn't help. Nothing helped. I tried squatting, didn't help. So I saw that there was a birthing stool. It's like a stool with a dip in it so the baby can come out. Of course they'd catch the baby, but it's got handles on it. And I said, can I use the birthing stool, because I needed to sit down. I was so exhausted. So Dave sat down behind me and I leaned up against him, and he had his hands on my tummy. And my mum was beside me, my midwife was in front with a torch so she could see what was happening. Before that, I got the urge to push. So it was from then on 15 minutes that I was pushing. I had Alex on the birth stool, and he came out within 2 pushes. His head came out, and I said, I wanted to see him crown. And so Kate, my midwife, held up a mirror, and I could see his head. And I remember saying, come on, I want the next contraction, I want the next contraction, come on, come on, come on. I was getting so, edgy and excited. I just wanted him out. And so the next contraction came and I pushed as hard as I could. I was struggling to breathe because, you're pushing so hard and you forget to breathe properly. And Kate kept reminding me to breathe, and within the last push, he came out, all 8 pound 3 of him. So yeah, he was 52 centimetres long, 8 IBS, 3 Oz. He has really, really black hair, a lot of it, which makes no sense to me because I'm blonde, my husband's blonde, Ethan's blonde, half of my family's blonde. So it must be on my husband's side.